Hey, good afternoon, Saints. It's about 11 in the morning, and not only did I have a leaf blower out the backyard, where I said for once there's no leaf blowers, but this is what is in our front window. For at least, I'm gonna say a good 45 minutes. There they are, as usual, in a neighborhood. And just to let y'all know, it is the only leaf blower in the whole neighborhood. This makes 3 days in a row, round 3. But I just wanted y'all to see. This is literally right outside the door. And then out the back door, they blow standing in the backyard, and then they just leave it on the ground on for, I'd say, at least a good 30 minutes. Yeah. So they know I'm here. This is my welcome to the neighborhood. I just asked the people I'm renting from, are they always here? And they said no. And it wouldn't be a big deal if it was like 5 minutes of this. I watched them. There are a few leaves, which they probably brought with them, because if you notice, the entire street has no leaves. I don't know where the leaves came from. There's no tree there. I almost think that they come and dump some leaves, and then what they did is, this is what led me to video it. This is how sick and demented these freaking gang-stalking lunatics are. They're the loonies, not us. They spend their day harassing with this loud ass noise. And I said ace. I meant ace, not ass. Sorry. It's just, I can't even think. It's so loud. Standing in the same place. Let's see where the leaves are. So here it is. But just notice, no leaves. No leaves. No leaves. Do you see any leaves? So where are these leaves coming from? Do you see a tree hanging over? No, I don't. You know where I think it's coming from? Them. I know this sounds bizarre, but just to make it look more legit, because I've called them out and said, where are the leaves? Are you blowing rocks? And they just stare like they're zombified. I think they just come with a bag of leaves and dump them. This has been going on for a good, I'm gonna say 45 minutes now, in one little area. And what I think he's doing is just blowing them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then this morning, in the little lovely backyard that I had, y'all, there was a leaf blower over this wall, and I looked back there, no leaves. It was left running. They just left it running. So I just wanted an update. Yep, the leaf blowers are back. And anyway, I wanted to give y'all a shout out. A couple of people had donated. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna say y'all's names unless you ask me to, because I've got somebody harassing me saying that some of my subscribers aren't real targets, and actually accused me of not being a real target. I just laugh because the Lord knows the truth. And the more you get accused, the more you're making Satan mad, right? So I must be doing something right for God's kingdom. Amen and amen. But I just wanted to thank you to 2 people that helped me. Looks like I will be able to stay in this little room at least a few more days, so I'll be able to do videos more regularly. So they have been deleting my subscribers, so you might want to go look and see if you're even subscribed anymore. And just check every day, because they don't notify people I'm posting. And every time I get new subscribers, I lose more than I get new. They keep like fluctuating my thing, my count. It doesn't matter though, because the people that I know need to hear this message, it will get to. The Lord has guided us all together. So I'm grateful for my family, my true friends and family, saints of the Most High. And I'll come back on in a little bit. I had a message from the Lord. Again, we are going to war. I had a dream last night. It's a lady, I don't know her name, and I was only guided to her video I'm going to say about maybe 2 weeks ago, I was able to get online and I saw one of her videos because they're very long. They're great though. And then I was guided to her last night, and she is calling for a fast today. So I'm doing that, a 3-day fast. So if you can only fast, breakfast, and then you do lunch and dinner, just whatever is really, if you're not used to fasting like she was saying, then you might want to just start with just miss one meal. Just whatever is a sacrifice. The Lord knows. If one meal is not a big deal to you, then do 2 or do the whole day. If you can do a 3-day fast, bravo. I'm only up to a day again because I used to do 3-day fast, y'all, back when I had a normal place to stay. I wasn't on the road all the time or homeless. But when you're having to move from place to place, it's exhausting in itself, and it's hard to fast. Now, I'll go without food, but I don't consider that a real fast, because when I'm traveling and can't eat or don't have money for food, I'm not truly giving it up for the Lord. I'm just doing it because I can't eat. But when you're on a fast, the main thing is that it's a sacrifice to Father, okay? So this lady, her channel is called Church in the Wilderness. And I've only seen 2 of her videos, but she's definitely one of God's elect. And she had called for a fast last night, so that's what I'm doing today. And she wants to do a 3-day thing, so I'm just doing until dark, and then I'll probably eat a little something. And then tomorrow, if I can go the full day, I will. But I may have to wait till the 3rd day to do where I don't eat at all at nighttime, but I am giving it up from the time I go to bed until after dark, which that's how, in biblical days, that was their calendar, from dusk to dark. So whatever you can do. Like I said, if you're used to fasting, which I used to be, I used to, like I said, do 3 days, but I hadn't in a while, then do that. It just needs to be something that is really a sacrifice to you, that's actually hard for you to do. If it's not hard for you to go for the whole day, do a 2-day or whatever. Okay, you get what I'm saying. Again, hard for me to concentrate. They are loud with these leaf blowers, and I'm in the very back. Now he's moved to the side of the yard. Yeah. And the other one was out here early this morning when I first got out. I set my Bible down to pray, and within 5 minutes, there's a leaf blower. This is, what this is used for though? It's to lower our vibration, because you saints, true targeted individuals, we have a high vibration. They don't want that. They want us stuck down on their miserable, mucky, messy vibes. They got bad vibes, man. That rug really tied the room together, dude. Anyway, yeah, so that's what they're trying to do, and it's with noise campaigns, and it's stressful. It's stressful when you never have any peace or privacy or anything, but the Lord has been letting me get a little bit here and there, so I'm grateful for that. And we need to raise our vibration so we can go into the next dimension and get freed from this matrix. All right? How do you do that? You do that by praise, worship, fasting, seeking the Lord with all your heart, abstaining from meat. That's a big one the Lord showed me a month or 2 ago. But I hadn't eaten meat. I only eat like chicken every once in a while. I haven't eaten meat in a couple of years. I take that back. One day when I was desperate for something to eat, I got a $1 cheeseburger and split it with beignet. But that was very rare. I think that was the first time in a year or 2. Anyway, yeah, no meat. Try to drink a lot of water. Stay away from like carbonated drinks, and if you can give up coffee, that's a big one for me. That would be great. Of course, no alcohol. That's another one. That's a sacrifice for me, and I know the Lord is proud of me, because believe me, they've been trying to tempt me in the place I'm staying. two different people, because there's different rooms that are rented. You know, other people are staying here, and definitely one is an infiltrator. Came in black, asked me some questions, offered me some vodka. This is at night, at like 10 in the morning, or 10 at night. Trying to be quiet because they could be lurking. And I said, no, I'm not drinking. Came back a little bit later, about 20 minutes later, dressed in red, had changed clothes, and then said she's going to a bar, and did I want to go? And I said, no, but thank you anyway. And then was holding a bottle of wine and tried to get me to hold it. And I just looked at her. And then yesterday, somebody drank my milk that I had bought for my cereal and ate part of my cereal because we share a refrigerator. And then when I asked who did it, one of them offered to go buy me some new milk. Not the cereal, but at least I got the milk back. And said, what do I want? I said, either 1 or 2%, either one is good. And then they said, okay, so 2% alcohol flavored milk. I went, what? Yeah, this is stuff that they do to try to get me. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is these are little sneaky tricks that Satan will do. Some of these people don't even know they're being used because they're under a strong delusion and demons are speaking through them. So we can't really get mad at the people. Now, the witches and Satanists, they do know what they're doing. They purposely do it. And you'll know them by their fruit. You will feel their energy. That's why we need to ask the Lord for discernment in all things, okay? This is very important. We have to have discernment. That's why I tell y'all, I can feel them coming up on me. I can feel the evil. I know who's a cop, even if they're not dressed in uniform, and who's not. And I'm right. I actually, it will be confirmed. They'll admit that they are. And this is a gift that the Lord gave me years ago, because we need this in this final hour, because there's so many infiltrators being sent in true targeted individuals' lives, okay? It really hurt my feelings. I thought this person was a good friend of mine, and I'm not ever going to say their name, but they're going around, you know, condemning and accusing of things that are not true. And really hurt my feeling that they brought my dog that was murdered by the Satanists about 5 years ago. And it was very traumatic to me because he died looking at me, took his last few breaths in my arms after they'd poisoned him. He was in so much pain, and I didn't know what was going on because back then I didn't think people were evil enough to poison a dog, especially a little harmless 6-pound dog. But this person has actually said that that was a false story. So just to let you know, we are under severe attack. A lot of us with our health, of course, our finances, our living arrangements, and they're sending infiltrators. They've been doing this my whole life. I look back, and a lot of my friends, way back even in high school, were infiltrators, y'all. And so just, you have to have discernment. So ask the Lord for discernment every day. Seek him with all your heart, and he will give it to you. He will. But you have to ask, and you will receive. What does it say? It says, knock and the door will be opened. Seek and you will find. Right? Okay, y'all. I love y'all, and just know that we're about out of here, and I do believe we're about to go to war. No fear. Stay close to the Lord. He will guide us either to stay in place, to go to a safe place, or maybe some of us are going to be guided together. But I do know that we will be protected. I also believe that once the rapture goes, that we go up 144K, get our glorified bodies, and come back down to save souls during the trib. So be ready for that. Y'all get ready. We're about to mount up. Love y'all. I'll come back on in a minute. This is about to cut me off. I need to get a laptop so I can do longer videos because this is on my phone. And the first few times I got up to like 30 minutes, and now it's not letting me go past like 12 or 13 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes to get fresh on. Okay. I'll end it with, did y'all know, I used to be a floral designer back when I was allowed to work. And I always loved flowers.